Okay, I should be live again. Just let me know when I'm live. And while it's going live, I'll tell you a tiny bit about Mushroom 11. So this is a physics-based platformer that, actually, I'm not going to describe it too much. I think I'm just going to play it. I think that it speaks for itself very well. I'll explain the basic concepts as I'm playing, but let me just boot it up real quick, get you a nice screen region. One moment. There we go. Loading. And let me just resize this thing real quick. There we go. Perfect. I think it's also turned way down. Let me turn it up a bit so you can hear the music. Oh, actually, no. It's all the way up. It just seems a little quiet. There we go. Okay, so Mushroom 11. Some of you may remember Mushroom 11 from the PAX video that I did with Vinny, where I interviewed Itai Karen, or Itai Karen. I never say his name right. A good friend of mine and a developer of Mushroom 11. Him and his wife Julia are making this game, and it's just great. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So let's see. I'm gonna select just to make sure we start from the first level. You may have remembered this from that video. And I'll explain the basic premise shortly. I know that this just got retweeted, so the developer might be lurking. If you are, feel free to say hi, man. It's too loud? Really? Oh yeah, I guess it is a little loud. Crank it down a little bit. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Also, I dropped a lot of viewers. Let me just refresh my page, because maybe it's just behind. Give me one sec. That or the Twitch viewers just decide not to stick around, which would be really unfortunate, because they're going to miss out. But, yeah, wow. Like 200 Twitch people left. I don't know why. Oh well, that's okay. You guys are still going to enjoy this. One sec. Okay, so Mushroom 11, you control this mushroom here, and whenever you destroy a part of the mushroom always wants to be one size. So if you destroy like a little bit on that side there, it grows out on that side. So the mushroom is always, no matter which way you mold it, it's the same volume. It just always wants to be the same size. You can also cut it in half, and when you do, you can see that, like, for example, I could put a tiny little bit up there, destroy all this down here. It's giving me the tutorial because I'm taking too long. Yep. So, when you destroy a part, it just grows back. And that's the basic premise. Oh, I get it. Hey, it even collected the thing for me. That's awesome. Okay. So, basically, you destroy parts of the mushroom in order to grow around surfaces. And you collect things and solve puzzles. It's a really, really fun platformer. So, like, if I have some of my mushroom back there, I might try to move forward, but obviously, since there's some remaining here, I can't move forward, so you need to be really careful about what you leave behind. In the Vinesauce.com chat right now is Itai. Is it Itai or Itai? I never know, and I know that I learned it once. So he can also help answer questions. I'll do my best to read chat too, and help. There we go. Viewers are coming back. We're up to 700 again. Again, I'm going real slow just so you guys can see some of the physics involved. So basically, one of the main strategies for moving forward is to just destroy one side of the mushroom, and of course, it will grow left as much as it can. Ite, ite, ite. Okay, got it. Or ite. So we're just gonna flatten out a bit to hug this staircase. In fact, we could probably just move up it ourselves. So you're kind of in like a post-apocalyptic world where you're this like radioactive shroom type. I don't know too much about the background, but the environment kind of speaks for itself. Let's grow back a bit. So now we want to grow up into the box. You can even destroy inside the shroom itself, and you want to kind of move around a bit just to cause some trauma, get the box to move. You can also grasp, Itai. Itai, okay, got it. I will always remember until the next time I forget. And you can like even grasp around corners, which is nice because there's like rolling and movement, but there's also grasping. There's just a lot of physics behind this. So one of the first puzzles you get to, there's a switch, and basically this exists to teach the player that you can have separations in the mushroom and still move forward. So like, and I showed you a bit earlier, but like basically I want to create a line, then just chop off that side and just move forward. Of course this might grow a little bit, and that's okay. We can just chop it off until we're on the other side of that door. And once we're on the other side of that door, we just destroy that and move forward. Except any pronunciation. I lost a piece away at the beginning. It doesn't matter because the mushroom will always strive to be its full size, no matter what. Like, I could destroy this whole thing, like that. The second it touches the ground or touches anything, it just grows straight back. So you can't really, like, lose a piece. It's weird because your instinct is like to conserve when really there's no point in conserving. It's strange. Like that's definitely an instinct you have to fight against. Like, oh, I'm gonna lose this piece, but it turns out to not even matter. It just always grows back. Let's see if there's anything over here. I don't think there is. Okay. You can also like make yourself stand real tall by like just carving the sides. Well, first you gotta get flat. So if you just carve the sides, you get some nice straight edges, and you can stand pretty tall if you use your full mass towards that. Alright, let's keep moving though. I'm not showing enough gameplay. They actually did a speedrun competition of this at a recent conference, which I think is pretty funny. I need to go back and watch that. You also consume some of the creatures around you in the environment, as you see. And I'm not sure if it makes you bigger or anything, or what's planned for that exactly yet, but I'm sure it'll do something. Let's grow up around this edge. Ah, shit. So sometimes you're also like fighting against the mushroom's tendency. You really need to know like what to destroy when and not to destroy any vital parts of the mushroom. Or else, there we go. So now if I destroy that, it just regrows from the top. You'll find often that you just need a very tiny piece of the mushroom where you want it to be, and then if you just destroy everything else, it just regrows right there. Alright, let's see. Is there actually anything down there? Oh, just lava. So if you destroy lava, you fall, or if you destroy it through lava, it just regrows at the last checkpoint. That'll make a good hardcore mode. You have to not leave any part behind or it won't respawn. Oh, jeez. You have to be responsible for all the destruction of it. Yeah, and that could be a hardcore mode of it. If anything goes out of the screen, it's the string grows back somewhere else. Yeah. And I believe there's a thing on top of this elevator to the left. So let's try to grow up onto that elevator. Just like that. The soundtrack, if I remember correctly, is Future Sounds of London. It is a band I actually never heard of before Mushroom 11, but it looks simple and easy to get the hang of. I've also had some practice, but because you'd be surprised at how much you have to relearn how to control a video game character when you're playing this. So now I have a bit inside here. I'm just going to let this swing me around. And I just chop off that to fling me over there. Okay, so here's one of the first challenges. If you just try to like destroy haphazardly, you can see that it's very easy to fall into the lava. So this is the part that really teaches you how to like be really careful with what you destroy and what you don't. Like this is a good one because you can see how it's latched there. Now if I just carve out the bottom a bit, all I need is a tiny little bit on the left and I'm good. And here you gotta really make sure you destroy the right paths so that you don't take the ones you don't want to take. So there's some drips of lava, which will destroy my mushroom a bit. Let's see, I wanted to go... And did I miss a path back there? I think I might have missed a path. Oh, here we go. The game is called Mushroom 11. I think it's easily one of the most novel platformers I've played in a really long time, which is why I've been pimping it out so much. Like, I know I mentioned it in stream a couple times, and it's just not trying to be a shill. I'm just genuinely excited about this game because I think it's very unique. There we go. Grow up there. Same idea as earlier, you gotta leave a piece behind. So we're gonna chop off and then just try to grow. And you can see it still keeps growing from up there, so you also need to keep this one in check to make sure you grow the part of the shroom that you want. How post picture, you just type the URL, or you just paste the URL in chat. Grow this around. There we go. This will be released on Steam, definitely. And I think they're also doing iOS or tablets. For those in the Twitch chat, the developer's hanging out at the Vinesauce.com chat if you want to ask them questions directly, but I'll also try my best. So here's, someone mentioned earlier about like having to move forward constantly. Here's a section that does that. The buildings are collapsing, so you need to be moving forward. Kind of puts a different twist on it. Now that you're kind of used to moving the actual, moving the actual mushroom, it tests your fluency with it a bit. Yeah, this works. I played this a little bit at PAX on an iPad, and it worked wonderful. It's weird. I think both mouse and touch work really well. You'd think they would be very different, or that one would clearly be a better fit, but I kind of like both. It feels really nice on touchscreen, though, definitely. So here, I just gotta grow. Now, you gotta grow past the middle thing, but the middle thing's constantly shooting out lava, so it's a little bit of like a tug-of-war type scenario here. It's just really fun. It just has a really nice feel to it. You can also find footage, because this was originally a Game Jam prototype that they decided to make into a full game. And if you go look it up on YouTube somewhere, you'll find that prototype and you can see exactly how far the game has come. And it's really phenomenal. So you don't want the bulk of your mushroom above the lava shooters, because it can just destroy your whole shroom in one go, as you saw earlier. Shit. Let's grow up a bit. There we go. Get past there real quick. There we go. Don't look at YouTube. Oh, never mind. I take that back. I said nothing. I said nothing. Let's keep growing. Get that checkpoint. Vaguely reminds me of Tokyo Jungle. Yeah, it kind of has a similar atmosphere. I could see that, actually. Dude, that's nothing to be embarrassed about. That's something you should be proud about, in my opinion, just because it's amazing how much it's grown since that prototype. Let's get, if we can just get one grown around this. There we go. So it's kind of like a boss monster of sorts. Go. Go. Gotta grow it around. There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Oh no. See a bit fly through the air there. Oh, nah, it destroyed me. Wow, I've never died to that boss. Or at least when I played through this myself, I didn't die to that boss that easily. I like how he specifically like curled me up and aimed at me there. That was nice. Get back to the other side. Keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Grab that and get down here. There we go. Boss vanquished. And his death throws, he shoots a million lava bits. Oh! Actually almost took me out. Oh no! Kind of a nice little last challenge there. No. Oh, good save. There we go. So that's level 1. Again, not complete. All of this is beta. It comes out in, like, I think Itai said in chat, March, maybe. Itai, should I do something at level 2? What do you think? It's up to you, man. I don't mind just doing a quick and dirty teaser like that just to show the game. I want to get some people hyped because this game is so cool. But it's up to you, really. I'd be glad to show some level 2, and I'd be glad to stop here if you don't want to spoil too much. It's up to you. Do it? Okay. Now I wait for the Twitch delay to catch up. Just to explain, there's about a 20 to 30 second Twitch delay, so a lot of times if you respond to me, it takes me a while to catch up. But alright, so level 2 is quite a bit more challenging. Ugh. So that's the little strategy I like to close the gap. As long as one piece of the mushroom is touching the ground, it will continue to regrow. If it's not touching anything in the environment, it will not regrow. Show it at least half. Okay, sounds good. We'll keep showing some. I wonder if I could grow up into that. I was wondering if maybe I could climb up that thing if I got high enough up there. We could try. Actually, we're pretty close. Nah, couldn't grow fast enough. Yeah, there could be a collectible up there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this would be awesome on Wii U. So you go down here and you're like, nothing down here. And you see this little nub, that expertly placed nub, where you're like, maybe I can make it across, right? Which, to date, I've never done it. But that helps you realize that the mushroom is weight. Because the weight of the mushroom falling on that bar makes it drop. There's a lot of clever ways of teaching you about the mushroom and its abilities. Triangle shape there for a second. Illuminati confirmed. Yep. So this one actually is funny because when I did this at Boston Fig recently, which was the first time I actually got to sit down with the demo and play through it, much to the distress of one of the gamers behind me because I took fucking forever. But I kept trying to get by. I somehow got by this very easily, like almost like by accident, and definitely not in the intended way. But so there's this little notch carved into the wall there, and you need to use that in order to lock the seesaw in place. So let's do that. Let's first get a guy down there, and then I can just cut this off. Oh wait, not quite. Hang on. Let's regrow that down there. So, oh wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Hang on, I'm doing this wrong. There we go. Now I grow it down, and if I just cut it there, it's essentially locking the bridge in place. There we go. And there's a thing to collect. We're gonna try it. Should be able to. It's definitely tough given the... Let's see if I can grow up here. Get as tall as I can. Maybe? Not quite. How do you get this game? Well, I know Itai. And I just asked for a demo build for press, but let's get as tall as we can. There we go. I think that's big enough. Looks like a bear. That bear's gonna get you. Yeah. Bear 11. Okay. Alright, let's climb the wall. Gotta learn how to climb. I just really like how many of the challenges are designed around learning. Like learning the capabilities of the shroom, rather than like repetition of previous capabilities. Maybe? There we go. And here we're learning how to climb. Ugh. Okay. I had a little weak link there for a second. Just grow it around this corner. And we're good. And now the spiders. Which of course we can consume, just only from the top. This game is really cool, Sun Food. I like it a lot. Let's get that one down there too. We gotta find a way around. Or just grow really quick when he is dropping. I destroyed what would have swallowed him. Almost. There we go. You just have to grow at the right time. Now we gotta get back up. Kind of like the way I was trying to shove myself into that path earlier. I love the visual design of the actual mushroom itself. You can actually see it's weird green radioactive mushroom blood like pumping like a human, like any mammal's blood would pump. Like you can see it pulse. All the details. All the details. A good gameplay on one of those wanna chill days. Yeah, it's fun. It's a really fun game. It's challenging, but not too much pressure, which is nice. It feels very sandboxy, but like it has a direction to it. It's just great. Yeah, if you want to catch it on YouTube, guys, if you look up Vinny on the Vinesauce YouTube channel that everyone knows, there's the PAX video, which is like 30 minutes long, but in that video I show off this game and I interview the developer a bit, so you might enjoy that. Okay, so first we'll just do this. Which of course clears up that path, but we're not done up there. We gotta get that spider. Nothing is left alive. It's the age of the shroom. A vine shroom skin would be awesome. Yeah. Our logo is a bit of a mushroom, but... Okay, so now we want to carve around the corner enough to get that spider. And that's not the best way to do it, but we can just destroy that and start again. See if we can build around the corner. The best way to actually shape it the way you want is to literally just shape it like this, like to actually build the curve, and then see what's excess. Oh, maybe. Not quite. I keep getting to... Maybe I should use the right click. The right click makes a more fine-tuned carver, but it's very inefficient for when you need to be quick, so just carve very carefully around this corner. Getting there. And then we're almost there. Should be enough. Oh wow, it's still holding on. That's amazing. I guess it's shaped just right. There we go. The mushroom blob must consume all life. Pretty much. It makes you wonder, is the mushroom at fault for what happened to this planet? The art and design of this game looks really neat, and the gameplay looks unique too. Yeah, it's really cool. There's a reason I'm giving it special attention. Okay, so this purple stuff is kind of like the lava, but it actually like spreads and like eats up your mushroom. So after enough time, it destroys it. So like you can amputate the infected parts. So like if I barely touch it like that and it starts to spread, I can just cut it off. Zangaya! Like that. And we can actually just do that technique from earlier to bridge the gap. The mushroom is caused by what happened? Yeah, maybe it's here to... Well, the thing is, it's eating and destroying so many animals, but It's hard to, I don't know, I get a weird good-natured vibe out of it, even though it's just going around, like, consuming things. It's strange. I don't know. It's hard to describe. So here, the freaking pegs, the devious pegs, you gotta be careful because it just basically allows it freedom to grow beneath the bridge instead of above it. So you gotta be really careful. It looks like one of those dipping bird things. That's what that looked like just now. Itai, if you want me to stop it all, if I'm showing too much, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, so here's one of the first carving puzzles where you really need to carve it. Oh wow, that was easy. It was so much easier than it was last time I tried to do that. It took me forever. You basically just need to cover all three of these things simultaneously. Like that. And once you do, the door opens. This will be on Steam eventually, sometime next year, so just keep an eye out for it. And then you too can play Mushroom 11. You're definitely putting this on your list to buy. Thanks for showing it off. You had no idea about the game otherwise. Yeah, no problem. To be, this is an indie fun game, and I think indie fun generally, like, kills it when it comes to the games it decides to back. Like, they also backed Monaco and Antichamber. Like, they've backed a bunch of games that I really like a lot. All current controversy aside, which is, this is not a place to discuss. What else did indie fun back that I really like? I know Monaco and Antichamber are the two really big ones for me, but this is one of them. They're also doing one coming out soon called Due Process, which is a really cool looking shooter some of you might have heard of. Okay. Let's see if we can... Don't touch... Oh no! It snagged me. So this spider's purple. It has the corrosive properties. Get him. There we go. Okay, good. In the demo, there's only 2 levels. I know that there was a third one at Boston Fig that I did not get to play, but I don't know how much is actually in it right now. I know that the level select screen has like a bunch to select that you just can't do right now, but... This game is pretty awesome, but I'm not going to pay $30 for an indie. How much is this game? There's no price yet. It's not currently out. But, dude, you shouldn't, like, shut off a game just because it's indie. Like, if a game's worth $30, it's worth $30. Who cares if it's indie? Not to say, I mean, I don't know how much this is going to cost. Because it's not out yet, but you know what I'm saying. Like, why base your decisions on something so arbitrary, like what a game is called? Just buy games for games.